So if you tried example 4 and 5 on your own already, then you can just work through this and check your answer. But if you need some extra help on a few of these, let's walk through example 4. I have x's that could easily eliminate because that x is something I could scale quickly. Z also could be something that I can eliminate. So really you can choose whichever one you want, but you want to get down to where it's two variables. I used these last time, so this time I'm going to choose an example with the x's. So x plus 2y minus 2z equals 1, and 2x plus 2y minus z equals 6. If I eliminate the x's, I need to multiply by a -2 on top. That gives me -2x, a -4y, a positive 4z equal to -2. Bottom one stays the same, so 2x plus 2y minus z equals 6. When you add straight down, you see your x's cancel out to give you a -2y and a positive 3z equal 4. We can do the same thing with the first and the third equation. So let's multiply this one by -3. Let's see, that'd be a -6 y and a positive 6z equals -3. 3x plus 4y minus 3z equals 5. So that bottom one doesn't change, but we see the x's cancel out. Combining gives me a -2y, a positive 3z, and a positive 2. I take these and I put them together. So -2y plus 3z equals 4, and a -2y plus 3z equals 2. If we scale one of them, it doesn't really matter. Let's say I multiply the bottom one by -1. What that ends up showing us, maybe you already kind of saw it when you wrote that down, a positive 2y, a -3z, and a -2. The y's cancel out, but so do the z's. And we get 0 equals positive 2. Automatically that came into something that's no solution. So we didn't see one of those examples before, but a no solution one can happen when you have a 3x3 system. All right, example 5. I see that I have some x, y, z's, x and z's, x and y. We pick a variable to eliminate and then kind of work from there. All right. So let's see, I'm going to eliminate the x's. Actually, let's try this a different way. I'm going to take this and use substitution. Okay, so because this x equation can be solved for x kind of easily, I can just move the other stuff to the left or to the right. That'd be a -3y plus 2z. I can take that and substitute it in for x into either one of these equations. So So that would say 2 times this thing plus 4z equals 4. That thing happens to be negative 3y plus 2z. And then we had 4x plus 6y equals 4. So negative 3y plus 2z again is going in place of x. Watch what happens when we do that. I get an equation that would say negative 6y plus 4z plus 4z equals 4. And negative 12y plus 8z plus 6y equals 4. Those are all in terms of y's and z's. So I'm just going to simplify that down. That's negative 6y plus 8z equals 4. And then negative 12 and positive 6 makes that negative 6y plus 8z again equals 4. Kind of like the last one, you see if I multiplied by a negative 1, that would give me a positive 6y, negative 8z, and negative 4. The top one doesn't have to change. But this time, they all cancel out to give me 0 equals 0. So this is an infinitely many solutions. That we have to take and put it in terms of z's. The reason I kind of did that earlier is because this y is already in terms of z's. So I can take either one of those equations, doesn't really matter, and put it in terms of z's. So let's say I have 6y plus 8z, or negative 6y plus 8z equals 4. And we solve for y. Negative 6y equals negative 8z minus plus 4. Divide by negative 6. Leaves me with y equals, and then that would reduce, 8 over 6 reduces to 4/3 z minus 2/3. So y is in terms of z. The last thing we need to do is get x's in terms of z. That takes a little bit more work, but actually the second one we can do pretty easily. So if I had 2x plus 4z equals 4, I can take that one and solve for x. So 2x equals negative 4z plus 4. Divide by 2 is negative 2z plus 2. That one wasn't too bad. If I didn't have one that was just x's and z's, I would have to use this y and substitute it in there so that I did have something with only x's and z's in it. Let's write that out as our final answer. So negative 2z plus 2 is my x value. Our y value is 4/3 z minus 2/3. And then z is just z.